sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Coleman, the ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. First and 10.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. Garoppolo on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check, 59. Hey, gun. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. White.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in and knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Daniels on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Nice pass.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Isabella.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Mark 59. I got you.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 23. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Mostert. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
11. 12, fellas, here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Daniels on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
On the tackle.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
For Andy Isabella.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And a good welcome for a guy who had some great years as a 49er, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Oh, he'll look downfield for... And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11. 21. Hey, go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Niners 28, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, it's Drake, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and short, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon from Jimmy Garoppolo. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 35, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
13. 56 to Mike.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is Mostert. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
On 1st down, Drake. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Handoff.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. I'm on. Check 3.
Right back to Drake. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
59, Mike the 59. You.
On first down, it's Drake, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Nick Bosa on the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Counter play, Drake, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Murray a give. This is Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Corey Peters.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here we go, here we go. 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.